Oh hi, thanks for watching my video. So I had a bit of a revelation recently. See, I use a lot of mods in The Sims 4 to make the game more enjoyable, and I figured that I just used them to enhance gameplay. However, after playing The Sims 4 for a little while, completely vanilla, without mods, I realised that actually, I don't think I can play The Sims 4 without them. And like any addict, the first step is admitting your dependency. And I can say it, I need mods to play The Sims 4. I've made several videos now highlighting specific mods or even listing some fun ones to play with, and this video is going to be a little bit like that. This time I'm only going to be listing mods and custom content that I feel like I need to enjoy The Sims 4. I'll be leaving out the nice to haves and mainly covering mods that I think are completely necessary to enjoy this game. I'm not going to link all of the mods I use because I'm currently making a massive mod video that includes links to pretty much every mod I use, which will be out soon. But I will name all of the mods I use so that you can go and get them if you don't want to wait for my other mod video. So let's start off with Create a Sim. I use custom content for pretty much every sim I make. I just recently made a video where I listed a load of custom content that I use specifically for Create a Sim, which I'll link in the video description and at the white box at the top of the screen now, if you want to watch it. But here are my must-haves. The skin texture that you get in The Sims 4 isn't the most flattering. Sims look quite cartoon-like, and I don't know if the age of The Sims 4 has anything to do with it, but it feels kind of old. I like to use different skin overlays on my sim to make them look a bit newer, a bit more defined, and a bit more attractive. I tend to go for skin overlays that smooth out the sim's skin so that they don't have highlights in random places. And the good thing about skin overlays is that you can layer them on top of each other, allowing you to create truly unique sims. I can make a super cartoon looking sim, a sim with smoothed out, contoured skin, or a super realistic looking sim. Another piece of custom content I couldn't make sims without is eyelashes. The Kajiko 3D eyelashes really draw attention to their eyes, and you can choose what sort of lashes you want. The full feathered look, the subtle shorter lashes, and plenty in between. In terms of clothing, there isn't really much that I would say is a must-have for me. The Sims 4 is already oversaturated with content, and there's loads of clothing and accessories to choose from. The main type of Create a Sim custom content I'm always looking for is hair. Some of the hair you get in the game looks a bit like clay to me. And in the video that I mentioned where I cover a load of custom content that I use in Create a Sim, I do have quite a number of different hairstyles on there. So those are a few must-haves for Create a Sim. I don't really have much for build and buy, because as much as I love some CC furniture, The Sims 4 by itself has very good build and buy features and plenty of objects in the catalogue. So now let's talk about actual gameplay. I'm trying not to confuse mods I need to play The Sims 4 with mods I want to play with The Sims 4. So first of all, let's start with cheating. Even cheating is a ball ache in The Sims 4. Now I don't know about you, but sometimes I like to skip a few steps, whether it be for the purpose of a storyline, or whether it be that I just can't be asked to reach a career level or build a relationship. What I don't like to do, however, is type in a very long cheat in the text box and hope that I've got the spaces and underscores right, otherwise I'll have to type the whole thing again. You can shift-click on a sim and access some cheats, but a lot of the ones that I use would have to be typed out in the text box if I didn't have MC Command Center. I use MC Command Center for a lot of things, but the main ones are to set skill levels, career levels, relationship levels, and edit pregnancies. If I couldn't use MC Command Center or other mods that make cheats quicker, like UI Cheats extension, I don't know that I would play The Sims 4 as often as I do. And following on from cheating, another important thing that I need in gameplay is drama. After 9 years, the gameplay in The Sims 4 can be a bit stale. And you'd think with so much DLC that wouldn't be the case, but the gameplay still feels a little bit stiff. When a sim gets pregnant, they get a happy mood buff for a baby on the way. And when the baby is born, it's a happy mood buff that says new baby, which is fine. But after 9 years, it gets a little boring for me. I guess it depends on how you play, but when I play The Sims 4, I tend to play through the same sort of storyline again and again, heavily involving family gameplay. Basically, my Sims have a lot of babies. The relationship and pregnancy overhaul mod is a must-have for me, especially if I'm doing family gameplay. I don't expect the game to be able to do everything this mod does, because if it did, it might not be able to keep their age rating. But if I didn't have this mod, I probably wouldn't have much motivation to play through certain complicated storylines. I can make every pregnancy different with this mod, allowing far more options when it comes to storylines. For example, this mod allows me to have a pregnant teen thrown out by their parents, a cheating spouse who has to come clean about their infidelity to see if their partner kicks them out or accepts the baby as their own. Or I could have my sim choose the path of deceit and lie to their partner about who the father is, and just have my sim hope that their partner doesn't ask for a paternity test. The relationship and pregnancy overhaul mod is certainly a nice to have, and it definitely brings fun to the game, but as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't stop there. For me, this mod is a necessity. So, aside from cheats and drama, what else is important to gameplay? Well, some of you might take or leave this next one, but for me, it's a really important part of gameplay. Memories. The Sims 4 does have a memory system, but it's shit. It's based on Sims emotions and it's all manual. There's nothing in place to automatically capture the pivotal moments in your Sim's life. Your sim could get married, graduate university, and have children, and none of it would be on record. Unless you make a lot of the effort, Sims won't really have memories. The closest thing we have are the sentiments and Sim profiles, and whilst I really like the way Sim profiles work, the sentiments are only temporary, and it isn't really enough to replace an entire memory system. That's where Lumpino's memory system mod comes in handy. This brilliant little mod adds a memory panel to every Sim, and it will automatically collect memories. So you don't have to do anything, just play as you usually would, and after a few hours your sim will have a list of memories and milestones they've lived through, like moving to a new world, woohooing for the first time, having an affair. There are already so many things that are collected as memories, and the list of things that Sims remember is still growing. The mod gets updated fairly regularly, adding new experiences to the list. And similarly to The Sims 2, the panel doesn't just show the memory itself, it also shows any other sim that might be involved. For example, a woohoo memory will show every sim that your sim has woohooed with. It will also show every child they've had, and if they've had an affair, it will show who they cheated on and who they cheated with. It really is quite a handy mod to use for storytelling. This next mod is definitely what I would consider a necessity, but only for a specific purpose. If you have Dine Out and want to get better gameplay from it, then Carl's Dine Out mod is a game changer. I recently did a Let's Play where we tried to get a 5-star restaurant with just Dine Out, and it was as glitchy and buggy as ever. But then, I made a video using Carl's Dine Out mod, and I can safely say now that I'll never go back. Dine Out allows your Sims to own and run a restaurant. However, all that means is that during gameplay you can greet customers and you'll have a select few interactions that are specific to being the manager. You can't have family members work there, and you'll have to hire random and sometimes unqualified Sims to take the job as chef, waiter, and host. With Carl's Dine Out mod, you can open a restaurant without hiring anyone. You can have one of the Sims from your active household play the host, or you can just have customers seat themselves. Household members can also work as the chef or waiter, giving you more control over the service and food quality, as well as making running a restaurant a far more hands-on experience. So those are just a few mods that I think are a must-have to get the most out of The Sims 4, or in my case, even just to make the game playable. What are your must-have mods for The Sims 4? I'd love to know in the comments. But for now, that's it from me. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe, you know I love it when you do that. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.